What do you call a Mexican with one leg shorter than the other? Not even.
That's tight. I like that one. That's a good one.
All right. So in another episode of Celebrities Try to Do Good but Get Backlash.
Aw, man.
Is this your favorite news?
I like this stuff.
Do you guys remember Imagine?
Celebrities come out. It's like that Daenerys Targaryen fucking GIF that you've seen, or the image you've seen of like it's like white people during these crises. Where like a bunch of people are reaching for that for Daenerys because she's like so.
That's how they feel.
What do they call that? Like extreme virtue signaling?
Yeah, exactly.
As you guys all might remember, a few months ago when the beginning of this whole pandemic started, Gal Gadot got a whole bunch of her rich celebrity friends to all sing Imagine.
Fixed a lot of stuff.
It was a nice song.
I was mad she made me cringe at her so hard because she's so pretty.
I'll still see that new Wonder Woman. I don't give a
Oh, it's gonna be great.
Do you ever cringe so hard that you just like literally have to just like throw your phone down? You just like.
Yeah, I feel moments of cringe so hard where I feel like the cringe is coming out of my pores.
When you watched the Imagine video?
Not that one, but it's like that one got me a little bit. But like watching the stuff that's coming out now, I'm just like.
When Tim and Nikki do puns, I think I cringe.
You know what gave me some really weird feelings? Don't mess with the Zohan.
It made you cringe?
Yeah, just some of it just seems so weird.
The poster made me cringe.
Like he was like frying a fish, and then he throws it in the air and he lays on the ground and catches it with his butt cheeks.
Oh, that's lit.
I'm just like, what? Like, what?
Well, you don't get art.
You're in the wrong part.
I'm like, what is going on with?
Sorry, dude. That's my favorite movie of all time.
No, it isn't.
Cause I'm a big fan of Adam Sandler. I'm like, why is he making movies like this?
Maybe he saw Mike Myers and then he was like, that's what I should be doing.
Yeah.
Fish with his butt cheeks.
What was that Mike Myers movie that came after Austin Powers and no one
Guru.
liked? Guru.
Love Guru.
I like that
weird
one
one, too.
Jessica Alba.
I haven't seen it. But
Did you like it?
I was a kid when I watched
haven't
it.
seen
Oh, watch it recent. I watched it recently. It was kind of weird too.
You're the first person that I met who liked it. That's cool.
But I was also a kid.
But I like different kind of thoughts and stuff. That's cool.
No, you're wrong. I'll probably dislike it now.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh, so now you respect him for his trash ass, youth ass.
I'll never appreciate that you like Cat in the Hat.
Loving Cat in the Hat, you're like, I cannot respect your opinion from
I've
here
seen it.
on.
I want to see it.
I've seen it.
What?
Cat in the Hat.
It's one
I
of my
would like
favorite
to.
movies, but only because of nostalgia reasons. Anyway, now we're talking
Now
about
you
this.
just you like you didn't stick to your guns.
What do you mean? I love that movie.
But then-
I could literally tell you every line.
Tell me one
What's
line.
the opening line?
The opening line is, one day here in small. Just kidding. No, I don't remember.
No, the opening line is brought to you by Columbia Pictures.
Damn.
No, they don't say that.
And then he turns around and he goes, "Yeah, baby." And the theme starts up.
And then a bunch of cats are dancing behind him. Dun, dun.
This is the one with Jason Derulo and like all those famous actors.
No, that's Cats. Dummy.
Wow.
That one killed.
Anyway, we're talking about the newest celebrity cringe here. So they all partnered up. They got together to take part in I Take Responsibility campaign.
Okay.
Okay.
All the white people.
So that is where all these celebrities, they partnered with the NAACP to get white people to recognize their own harmful actions and take a stand against them. And so they created this PSA where the majority of the internet is saying this is fucking cringy, stop doing this. Celebrities,
Rich celebrities.
yeah, exactly. But I don't know. I personally, I'm like, hey, they tried.
They tried.
The intention is there, guys.
I said the same thing.
The intention is there. Here we go.
It's just
I take responsibility.
I take responsibility.
it's the music.
And the fact that it's like they're reading off the script.
And it's like black and white. It's trying too hard.
Kristen Bell.
What it was.
Every not so funny joke.
Every blatant injustice, no matter how big or small.
Every time I remain silent.
Every time I explained away police brutality. Black people are being slaughtered in the streets, killed in their own homes. These are our brothers and sisters. We are done watching them die.
I don't even know half of them.
We are no longer bystanders. We will not be idle.
I will no longer allow racist,
that guy.
words, jokes, stereotypes.
Damn, that one guy
No
from the
matter how
thing.
big or small, to be uttered in my presence.
Going for a jog should not be a death sentence. Sleeping in your own home should not be a death sentence.
Oh, okay,
Playing
I see why
video
this is
games with your nephew should not be a death sentence.
I don't even know who she
Shopping
is.
in a store should not be a death sentence.
I stand against hate. I stand against hate. I stand against hate. I will stand against hate.
And killer cops must be prosecuted. They are murderers.
Jesse Pinkman.
Bitch.
It is time.
Go sell meth, dude.
Responsibility.
I can appreciate what they're trying to do.
Step up.
But he's so close to touching his own penis while he says it.
I get why that's cringy.
I appreciate
for sure.
the effort. That's it.
It's
The
like
intention.
it's the fact that it's so scripted and so like dramatic music,
try hard.
black and white. It makes you feel like it makes it feel not genuine because it's so put together.
Yeah, I'm just like, okay, if you want to, just do it. Don't have to make a.
Because the words are good. What they're saying is like these are good. You know, these are good things they're saying.
But I think right when I saw,
Aaron Paul?
right when he came out, it just seemed so like acting, like they had to be sad and
Yeah.
apologetic, and I was just like,
Well, Walter White just yelled at him.
that's true. His girlfriend did overdose.
Yeah.
But it's like, you could tell that it's like, obviously it's a script because they literally said the same thing.
Well, this format happens every time. It's like, we all agree, we agree. I think this, I think. It's time, it's time, it's time. It's so fucking boring.
Like this, so someone on Twitter said, named Kaya Jones, I don't know who she is, but she has a verification mark. Anyway, she said, there's actually nothing more racist than saying what you are saying. Insinuating black people need white saviors. I'm biracial and I don't see black or white, but human beings. Maybe if you just supported each other instead of this savior narrative, we might actually get somewhere.
How do you guys explain this? So, I don't know if you've been a part of it, but I've been a part of a couple like the Asian American voting campaign things, which is kind of like that. So when they're putting it together, it's like usually one organization trying to make movement happen with the people, right? So it's, I don't know if they self-assembled or if it's NAACP reaching out to like, I don't know, management group. I want to get this many people, this many more signups or whatever. So it's what we're seeing is like what's on the surface, and we're not seeing like the driving forces behind it. I've been a part of some voting ones where they're trying to get more Asian Americans to vote because just Asian Americans didn't vote that much back then. And then so like me and Joe were like telling people to go vote, and they cut a bunch of us together like go vote, go vote, go vote. And I feel like it could be cringy too. I mean the subject matter is definitely way lighter than this for sure. Yeah. But I also see that it's another, or it's just this is just kind of like the method of how they're trying to get more people to go do something or have a movement. If you guys or other people are this organization, what other ways could they do it if they're not tapping into people with big followings or recognizable faces, you know?
Well, I think like Dave Chappelle said, the streets are speaking, and when these guys say this shit, everyone doesn't really necessarily want to hear from them. I don't need to hear Aaron Paul say this shit.
Right.
I don't know. I think that's me.
Yeah, that's true.
But he was tied as Jesse Pinkman.
It was just weird that he was still Jesse Pinkman.
Yeah, he was.
I wanted to hear Aaron Paul, but it's like, he was still Jesse Pinkman.
The aggressiveness in his tone, that's very Jesse.
Because I think it's different when it's like, hey, everybody vote. Like, yeah, okay, that makes more sense if we're all saying go vote. But then like, for something, for this subject matter, to have them all say this pre-written thing and then have them like, and some of them are like hardcore acting it into camera.
It's so corny.
You know, yeah, it just comes off like, this doesn't feel.
You're trying to sell me hard.
And it's like they definitely reached out because it's like if they didn't, they would have had other people than just white people, like trying to like.
Well, the whole point was white
like we're
people
white
taking,
and we're trying.
Yeah, no, it's like we're white and we recognize the subtle racist things that we have let it slip by in the past or whatever. It's more like I'm taking responsibility for what I could do in my lane. Where I'm like, that's a.
They're basically
good
saying like,
message,
I'll no longer laugh at those jokes when you guys say them in front of me.
Or no, he's like, I'm gonna point out how racist that is now and not be okay with it, not let it be part of the culture anymore.
They're tripping over each other to say, I care. I care so much. And the next celebrity's like, I care.
And that's why people have an issue with it because they feel like them doing that, it's putting the attention back on them, and it seems like okay, it's like they're taking the attention away from like the actual problem and the struggle, and being like, hey guys, I'm gonna try, and it feels like they're asking for attention for helping or trying to,
you know, I can for sure I see that angle, but then I'm trying to like see it from like the celebrities angle where there's so many people are yelling at them and screaming like, you haven't said shit, you're not doing shit, which I'm like, yeah, you should be out there signing petitions and donating your money to organizations that are fighting the good fight, but I mean, this is kind of like their attempt of being like, see, we're trying to do something.
Because a lot of these guys probably are doing things already. Right. You know, like I've donated to a bunch of the charities that were in that list, in that one square. Yeah. I don't publicize it.
Me neither.
You don't need to, you know.
Yeah,
but then there's
it's so
also,
tacky.
but there's also,
So tacky,
but then there's also people that are almost like, oh, if you don't publicize it, I mean, you didn't do it. I'm like, there's a lot of things I want to do on my personal end that I don't want to share with other people.
So there's a lot of loud people like that I think maybe it's like making them kind of like silence the people that are like, you're not doing shit.
You never know how cringy and bad it is until you do it.
Yeah, that's true.
But I think it's like what Steve was saying, they do this so often, and it's like the same thing where it's kind of like, okay, like this isn't really gonna change much if you just say it. Maybe they could just maybe post about themselves or talk how they would normally talk, but they're all trying to do the same one. They have the same script. They're doing all these different things, all the same things, and it just seems like, okay, now we're done, you know?
I think, yeah, the script part is what kills it. If it would have been a compilation of everybody saying a little short statement of maybe how they feel, and
They're
then
not influencers, they're actors, so they need a script.
well, then they should. Part of the script should have been, and I'm donating this much. So then people,
Yeah.
that is something that actually
Exactly.
helps.
Or just say something from the heart genuinely. Like that you mean.
I like when Imagine came out, they had like John Mayer was like, hey guys, so like they actually hit me up to be a part of it, but then they didn't really tell me like the full details.
Ariana Grande.
The Imagine by Ariana Grande, so he cut in. They're nice enough to send me back the edit, so it's everyone singing, and then he pops in all happy singing the Ariana.
Are you serious?
But comedians now are taking this video and inserting themselves saying random shit, and it's like fucking funny.
That's so funny.
You know, I get it. You know, it's tough because it's like, you know, you feel like damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah.
But I also see why this is cringy.
I mean, has it affected other people to own up? Like, I don't know.
Like other white people that are like, yup, guilty as charged.
Yeah, exactly.
They do this every year though, man. Like they did this. I remember in the election in 2016, they had every cast member, who's ever in an Avengers movie, do all this shit to go vote, and nobody fucking cared. Like you still had like the same amount of people voted, and like maybe a little bit more than last time. Like it's always like more people stay at home and go vote. So it's just.
Oh my god.
But Steve, it's with the effort. The effort
Yeah,
is what
I
it
know.
counts.
Whoa!
In the replies of Julianne Moore's video on Twitter, there's this.
You
image.
called it.
That's what it looks like.
Whoa!
And they're like, look at us. Look up at us. Up, look up at us. Up, tilt your head.